Welcome to another deep dive. This time we're taking a look at something I think you'll find pretty fascinating. It's generative AI prompts. Basically, figuring out how to talk to AI in a way that gets you incredible results.
Exactly. It's all about unlocking that potential, right?
Right. And you sent over some excerpts from this genAIprompts.pdf. Wow, it's packed with information.
It really is, and it shows just how far we've come. I mean, generative AI, it's way beyond those basic chatbots everyone's using these days.
Yeah, those are almost getting, I don't know, kind of old news now.
Right. We're talking about AI that can create things,
Yeah.
text, images, even music, you name it.
So, like, AI is becoming an artist, like, actually creative.
In a way, yeah. Think about it. These AI systems are trained on like mountains of data. Yeah. Books, art, code, just massive amounts of information.
And they learn from that.
They learn how human creativity works, how things are structured, the patterns. So when you give it a prompt, it uses all that knowledge to generate something new.
Okay, starting to get it. This genAIprompts.pdf, it keeps mentioning these prompts. What are those exactly?
Well, the document makes a great comparison. It says prompts are like having a conversation with the AI.
A conversation, huh?
Yeah. And the better you are at guiding that conversation, the better the AI performs.
So I can't just say, like, write a poem and expect a masterpiece.
Well, you could try, but think of it like giving directions. A vague instruction like go north that won't get you to a specific location,
True.
but a detailed route with street names, landmarks that get you where you need to go.
So it's all about being specific.
Exactly. With AI, the clearer and more detailed your prompt is, the better the results.
There was a good example in the source, it said, like asking for just a poem about nature versus something like, write a 12-line sonnet about a forest in spring using imagery of flowers and streams.
Yeah, great example. That level of detail makes a huge difference.
The AI has a lot more to work with that way.
Exactly. It's like giving an artist a detailed brief versus just saying, paint something pretty.
This makes sense, but it also sounds pretty complicated. Like, where do I even begin?
You'd be surprised. You can absolutely start with simple prompts using everyday language.
Real.
Oh, yeah. Try things like describe a sunset or write a funny limerick. You don't need to be a coder to experiment with this stuff.
So I can start small and then work my way up.
Exactly. Start with the basics and gradually increase the complexity.
Like those mind-blowing examples in the PDF, AI designing fashion or composing music.
Precisely. And remember, it's not just text. The possibilities go way beyond that. Images, music, even video.
Wow.
It's a powerful tool for anyone who wants to tap into their creativity.
Speaking of getting more advanced, the genAIprompts.pdf mentioned there are even code examples in it. Python, I think it said.
That's right. Python is a common language for AI development. If you want to go deeper, like really see how these systems work, those code examples are a great resource.
But even if you're not a programmer, you can still get amazing results with just like plain English prompts.
Absolutely. The power of this technology is becoming more and more accessible to everyone.
That's great.
And as it continues to evolve, well, who knows what we'll be able to create.
It all sounds very futuristic, but are there real-world examples of how these AI prompts are being used right now? Or is it all still just, a concept?
What's fascinating is that it's already happening, and it's having a huge impact across many fields.
Like where?
Take healthcare, for example.
Mm-hmm.
There are hospitals using AI to help doctors diagnose diseases earlier.
AI saving lives.
That's right. The genAIprompts.pdf gave an example of a hospital using AI to detect lung nodules in CT scans.
Oh, wow.
These nodules can be tiny, hard to spot with the human eye.
But AI can see them.
AI can analyze the images
Yeah.
and flag potential problems for the doctors to review.
That's incredible.
It's like giving doctors a superpower.
Right.
And that's just one example. AI is being used in drug discovery, personalized medicine, tailoring treatments to each patient.
Like a whole new era of healthcare.
It's an exciting time to be in this field, that's for sure.
Definitely.
And it's not just healthcare. Let's talk about finance. AI is changing how we manage money, invest money, everything.
Like, could AI be my financial advisor someday?
It's a real possibility. And the source dives into how AI is transforming education too, creating personalized learning.
AI tutors.
Exactly. And it can even help teachers by automating tasks like grading so they have more time with students.
That would be amazing. So we've got healthcare, finance, education. What other fields are being impacted?
The PDF highlights how AI is changing the legal profession, automating things like document review. Even journalism. AI can generate news reports now, personalize content for readers.
AI is everywhere.
It is. It really is.
It's a lot to take in. And so far, we've been talking about what AI can do right now, but what about the future? Where is all of this heading?
Well, that's where things get even more interesting. It's not just about AI becoming smarter. It's about AI becoming more human-like in how it interacts with us.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Let's talk about the future of AI.
Let's do it. This is where the real mind-blowing stuff begins. It really is all about like blurring those lines, between how we think and how AI thinks.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Imagine you're having a real back and forth with an AI.
Yeah.
And it remembers everything you've said, using that context to give you even better responses.
That would change everything.
Yeah.
No more like repeating myself or starting from scratch each time. The source called this using context and memory. Is that even possible right now?
Oh, it's definitely starting to happen. Think about those AI chatbots you see everywhere, on websites and stuff. Some of them can remember your past questions, the issues you've had, and that makes their support much more personalized.
So it's like AI is finally starting to understand us as individuals.
Exactly. And the Gen AI prompts.pdf takes it even further with what they call multimodal prompts.
Multimodal.
Yeah, so instead of just giving the AI text, imagine giving it images, audio, even video to work with.
Whoa, that's getting pretty wild.
It is. Imagine an architect designing a building. They could describe their vision to the AI, show it sketches, play music that evokes the mood they're going for,
And the AI could.
generate 3D models, suggest materials, even compose a soundscape for the space.
That's next level.
It is. It's like this whole new way for humans and AI to collaborate creatively.
Oh, cool.
And then there's something called chain of thought prompting. This is where you can actually ask the AI to show its work step by step as it solves a problem.
Oh, interesting. So we can see how it gets to the answer, not just the answer itself.
Exactly. And that's huge for building trust, especially if AI is making important decisions.
Makes sense, especially in fields like healthcare, right? Where the stakes are high.
Absolutely. It
Yeah.
allows us to understand the AI's reasoning, its process.
Okay, all of this is super exciting, but I have to ask. The PDF also mentions some, I guess, concerns about all of this, potential downsides. What are some of the risks as AI gets more powerful?
Right. Well, it's important to remember that AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
That's true.
One of the biggest challenges is making sure these systems are developed responsibly, ethically.
Yeah, I can see that.
We need to be aware of potential biases in the data used to train them. And we need to ensure AI is used in a way that benefits everyone, not just a select few.
So while the future is exciting, we need to proceed with caution.
Exactly. We need to be thoughtful, ask the right questions as we move forward.
Well said. Now, going back to those Python code examples in the Gen AI prompts.pdf, can you give us a sense of what those are like and how they might be useful even for someone who's not a programmer?
Sure. So Python is a popular language for AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy to learn, relatively speaking. And there are tons of resources, libraries specifically for AI stuff.
Okay.
The examples in the document show you how to use Python to create and interact with different AI models, like the ones used for text generation, image recognition, things like that.
So even if I don't code, it might be interesting to see how it all works under the hood.
Absolutely. It's fascinating to see how those complex algorithms are turned into lines of code. And if you are interested in learning more about AI development, those examples can be a great place to start.
It sounds like this Gen AI prompts.pdf has something for everyone.
I think so.
Mm.
It's a really valuable resource if you want to learn more about this field, which is changing so rapidly.
All right, so we've talked about the present, the future, and some of the big questions we need to be asking. If you had to pick one key takeaway for our listeners, what would it be?
I'd say the biggest takeaway is this. AI is not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace.
Embrace.
Yeah. It's a powerful tool that has the potential to really revolutionize so many aspects of our lives.
I can definitely see that.
But it's up to us to make sure we use it wisely, responsibly.
That's a great point. AI isn't going away. If anything, it's only going to become more and more a part of our lives.
Exactly.
So we have to understand it, its capabilities, its limitations.
And we have to work together to ensure it's used for good.
Well said. Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive on generative AI prompts. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And to our listener, we hope you found this deep dive informative and engaging. If you want to go even deeper, check out the full genaiprompts.pdf. It's definitely worth a read. Okay, so we've covered what generative AI can do now, all this amazing stuff, but what's next? What's coming down the line for these AI prompts?
Oh, get ready because the future The future is going to be even more mind-blowing than what we see now.
More mind-blowing, huh? You got my attention.
One of the big things is, well, AI is going to get even better at understanding context.
Context.
Yeah, like imagine you're having a conversation with an AI, a real back and forth, but it remembers everything you've said, and it actually uses all that information to give you better responses.
That would be incredible. The Gen AI prompts.pdf called it using context and memory, and I have to admit, that sounds pretty game-changing. No more repeating myself or, like, starting from scratch every time I talk to the AI. It's almost like it's learning about me.
That's exactly it. It's getting closer and closer to a real intelligent conversation.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing the early stages of this. Think about some of those chatbots.
Yeah.
The more advanced ones, they can remember your past interactions.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've seen that.
And they use that to give you more personalized help, more relevant stuff.
So it's like AI is finally starting to get those nuances, those little things that make a conversation feel, human.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it only gets more impressive from here. The source, the PDF, it talked about this idea of multimodal prompts. That's another big
Wow,
one.
multimodal, what's that?
Well, right now, we mostly give AI text, right? But imagine giving it images, too, and audio, even video.
Wow, giving it all sorts of input.
Yeah. Like, imagine an architect designing a new building, a skyscraper, let's say. They could describe their vision to the AI, show it sketches and plans. They can even play music, something that captures the mood they're going for.
And the AI would take all of that and
Generate 3D models, suggest building materials, even create a soundscape for the lobby, like what it would sound like to be in there.
that's insane. It's like this whole other level of collaboration.
It is. Humans and AI working together in a totally new way.
I love it.
And then there's this idea called chain of thought prompting.
Chain of thought. Okay.
Yeah, so with this, we can actually ask the AI to show its work, step by step, as it figures something out.
Like it would explain its reasoning.
Exactly. Instead of just giving us the answer, it shows us how it got there.
That's huge, especially if, like you said before, AI is making important decisions.
Right. In healthcare, finance, anywhere where those stakes are high.
We need to be able to trust it.
And to trust it, we need to understand it.
Okay, so all of this, the future of AI prompts, it's really incredible. But I do have to ask, as this technology gets more powerful, are there risks we need to be aware of?
That's a great question, and it's something we absolutely need to be talking about. One of the big challenges, I think, is making sure AI is developed ethically, responsibly.
Ethically, yeah, that makes sense.
We have to be so careful about the data that's used to train these systems. Because any biases in that data, well, they can show up in how the AI behaves, how it makes decisions.
Right, the AI is only as good as the information it learns from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have to think about the impact on things like jobs, people's privacy, even just how society functions.
Yeah. It's almost like we're in uncharted territory here.
We are, in a lot of ways.
So how do we make sure AI is used for good, that we don't run into these potential problems?
Well, I think open communication is key talking about these issues. We need researchers, policymakers, industry leaders, and everyday people, everyone working together to figure out guidelines, regulations, all of that to make sure AI is developed safely.
And to make sure it benefits everyone. The Gen AI prompts.pdf also mentioned those Python code examples. You touched on them earlier, but can you expand on that a bit? Why are they in there?
Yeah, those code examples, they're kind of like giving you a peek behind a curtain, showing you how these AI systems are built. Even if you're not a programmer, I think it could be pretty cool to see how those complex algorithms, all that math and logic, gets turned into lines of code.
It's like seeing the inner workings, the engine.
Right. And for anyone who is interested in learning more about AI development, well, those examples can be a really good starting point.
So there's a little something for everyone in that document, whether you're a techie or just curious.
I think so. It's a great resource, really. It's especially for a field that's moving as fast as this one.
Okay, so we've talked about the present, the amazing things AI can do now, the future, what's on the horizon, all the ethical stuff, a lot to think about.
It is a lot to unpack.
But if you had to leave our listeners with one key message about all of this, what would it be?
I think the biggest thing is this. AI isn't something we should be afraid of. It's a tool, a powerful one, but it's up to us to use it the right way.
To shape it.
Exactly.
And to make sure it benefits all of humanity.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into the world of generative AI prompts. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your expertise. It's been a fascinating conversation.
Thanks for having me. I always enjoy talking about this stuff. It's so exciting to see where it all goes.
And to our listener, we hope you found this deep dive informative and hopefully a little mind-blowing too. If you want to learn even more, definitely check out the full genaiprompts.pdf. It's packed with great information. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep imagining what the future holds, because with AI, the possibilities are pretty much endless.